man penny ya wo yin frank akasiam adiama NDC amanyoko Excellency John Dramani Mahama and wo bwachira se ha dwene pa na sentem ya no wonampa no wo dwene ho democracy ya wo my Ghana first pa no ye ka se Ghana the beacon of democracy ni akasa abrofo na da honom sansa wo hwe wo mercy ya kasa hodo bebre na ne ka wo mu wetu aba NDC wetu aba MPP enso ye wawa ho fefefe ya ye krabehwe na sisi egusu ye ka se de wontimi ammo obi de chesanse wo kan wadwe be kira wadweno fi bebi no na akwa ye emaboduabo ane empuochia wade sansem we gina todwa de tu ode ni akyeremo awo atifi do mantemo na no opani woto ne nkasa no wakyerem sem isi ade Ghana nkasa atemu adwuma no ye nyina anim sampa unya asam kokopia mu pa wo court a akwa ye unanimously eno ane brofo ba ko a isi ade omanfo no na ade ba ko atwa de bia hye ne page etwa ne nso mu awo ene se ya wo tu kwa kopia mu amanfo amaso a no mbisanse nti de na ekoso my Ghana mu yi enti Kwame Nkrumah Ghana pa de na tumo de na si ya na fasi democracy na mugusu mu de ye adwuma ne e bakura ba besua de na sefo no na nsisi ya de bibia asem na wo pani kyerɛkyerɛm sa ne ekoso MPP mra sha bedwane ya wogina hwade ma de hia wo afutu abato ampasua so ene tiame ni obutu o my Ghana mra sha bedwafie no wase ayade bia ha dwene pa na sasem wenti na betodwa as a ranking member parliament employment social welfare na afeso state enterprise committee no Dr. Kwabena Donko wakasa na wase Supreme Court kwanya sisia de ogusu a wana tamu otudwa ne ha dwene ama sisia de kwaba ne se case bi ba na bi opposition party and what this case no kopie mu court Supreme Court wa just asem no kwa ye nim wie ye no na obi a predict and we na sense ye nim sane atie bia da abekwa akoye unanimously wom nyina akọ benkromu no wom agi atomum wase ne concern kese pa ye CJ ne gina ye sia hodo bi na afeso ne nsam kaye to de bia watade tudwa ne nsam ni.
Well, I believe the decision is not a legal one but a political one. And I have also stated that this particular Supreme Court is more political than legal. If you listen to the argument of the Chief Justice in her ruling, that a number of Ghanaians, thousands of Ghanaians will not have representation if the ruling of the Speaker is not stayed. It is the most flawed reasoning I've heard in Ghana's political economy. It is flawed because Parliament, per its calendar, will be rising in about 2 weeks from today. 2, SAL has been without representation for 4 years, and they are not Ghanaians, or unless I want to believe that some are more Ghanaians than the other. Honorable Asiama was expelled from Parliament with more than 4 weeks to go in 2020, and the people didn't experience non-representation. Once NPP petitioned officially and stated that in the NPP constitution, once you opt to go independent or stand on the ticket to another party, you have forfeited your membership of the party, and that provision of the NPP constitution still stands. So the Speaker then had no option because he came to Parliament on the ticket of NPP, and NPP said he was no longer a member of the party. So that was one. Then what of SAL? For how long have the people of SAL not been represented? In any case, by Parliament's practice and convention, if a member of Parliament resigns, dies, or for whatever reason, 3 months to an election, there is no by-election. The state stays vacant until election. So if juxtapose that with the 2 weeks left for Parliament to go on recess, and then you turn around and use that argument that thousands of Ghanaians will not have representation. The good people of SAL have not had representation for 4 years. They've gone through the whole gamut of the law, the legal process, and they still don't have representation.
Ebusiani Equatia 1 year ranking member of parliament. Our employment now for social welfare wants some so and yet committees need your wadano papa. Doctor Kwamna don't connect some I don't know. Now no see penny quancha for your wabene aquadadi ye. Our mremu chromas or sounds here can MP. Our Tamale Central Batua and Persiaso. Inusa Fuseni Kasan was say. Is he a graduate to the beer hajone? Say Supreme Court. Wojina yesi awusino. Tunze jina yesi ndia to the beer. Well, what you want lemon crasa wojana hokrano. Wojunu wa want yasiye. Inconsistency no watch that say, Aya dear be anwa denepa.
Or condescending nature of judges. The court is not tainted. The court is not tainted by the boisterousness of a judge or the condescending nature of the judge. What the court should be concerned with, and what individuals are interested in knowing of judges, whether they exude the law, they speak the law, whether they take facts into consideration in arriving at their decisions. What evidence are they making their decisions on? That's what individuals. So a person, the idiosyncrasies of the judge cannot be the law. Now the second thing is, my view is, the Supreme Court is becoming too inconsistent for my liking. It is not for nothing that the Supreme Court is the apex court of the land. So their decisions are binding on all other courts. And so when the Supreme Court gives decisions which appear to be inconsistent, it erodes the basic principle of democracy, that is the rule of law. And simply put, the rule of law simply says that individual citizens of a country must be able to predict the consequences of their actions or decisions with reasonable certainty. That's the rule of law. So predictability and certainty are cardinal in a democratic setting. And that's why when the decision of the Supreme Court, and there has been long-standing decisions of the Supreme Court that have said that when a person is elected into parliament,
Ebusiani Equatia penny quancha for ya wa bene wa kadari ye. Awa Ghana emremu na ese commercial law no kra de for chedemano. Wanu wa yankasa wa ye law no epindo. Wasansi ye kanimra sebejani. Awa Tamale Central Baton Persiaso. Yewra Inusa Fuseni.
Enya na ye to from to aboso. Ye to ansam so ye pawramu. Ewo Ghana man penitata ye rotontro mahama na kache onu kransona franketuni ema NDC no kona kache bi opani kase no wakasa no wakasa ye ewo kumbungu abaton pesia so ye no ewo ativido mantamu ni nsem odi atodwa nyinata ene se waso de won se entoba woni nuanom ebo other political parties any individuals awdo obi yom nyina april to mi sama mpani ni bi no ebi nam ano mo de ensem mo ka no wo mo yaso nka nsam a one bomb betima yadi aso maikana ya shabre ama dontodiemu wa hawni ya benedie kwankwan na mu no ebetima fi yeso ya timpanemu no woni do mo ye nyansan anam ye kristoni entitu abanu mame anam ye kremoni entitu abanu mame anam ye sum wanipa anam ye sum wanipa ene brasa mutu abanu ma wei wasensa religious discrimination no ayade bia ensam fata so se timde eye campaign won ebasa no na di nimu ana eba beto Ghana foso no mai Ghana nso yete wanse wasomdwemu ya de bia mpo meta kan ya bi ta ko social media so yi ese hwe ya wa tribes awodo e Ghana ha ya wale ye ho ete wanse afenso campus mkudo awo wa no yete wanse ntini kwanso obi koya ade bi e ma bato otumi a upenti no na akwaba se odi wajabom e bo mai Ghana mu eno ana Ghana man penda de waka bie mum ye teni so di tudua.
Today I want to talk about religion. We are looking for a president. We are looking for members of parliament who are going to come and lead us over the next 4 years. We are not looking for a reverend father to lead us in prayer on Sunday in church. We are not looking for an imam to lead us in prayer on Friday congregational prayers. We are looking for somebody who is capable of managing this country. And so religion doesn't come in. Let's put Christianity aside. Let's put Islam aside. We are looking at who can run Ghana's business to make life better for Christians and for Muslims. I have a track record. When I was president, I did not discriminate. I worked as much for Muslims as I did for Christians.
Na eno ache no boaso kenam yewra John Mahama Ghana mampani tata ya onu kran sukuta frankam diama NDC amnokono wasa to anensam na wadi ya futuo an wati ema eya voters nyinata yon mo kan hanum kan this force wo pomu chewo memwo bia anya amno samu abenyi mu so on kwa kan sam bia dia sam beba ade sum ko do mu chichemu beba nemu josu se yewra Mahama ba obeya no eno na mon kawas na Ghana fonso monte nipa na no asam de wo kan we na se emwa emoma ye ntompone a ehawon kasa me ye wani pa mo we nipa na kwa so we anam ye sun we nipa e chichincha meto ama no se basa emwa magana ye fiantoma pa enfra.
We deliberately extended the runway at Tamale Airport and started the rehabilitation of the Tamale Airport in order that our pilgrims can fly directly from Tamale to Medina in the Holy Land. When I became vice president, President Mills asked me to be in charge of issues to do with Zongo and Muslim affairs. One of the first things I realized was anytime our pilgrims were going for Hajj, they all used to go to Accra and they used to keep them at Elwak in the open. Mosquitoes will bite them. By the time they board the plane and get to Mecca, they are all down with malaria. And so the reason why they went to Mecca, they are not able to fulfill it. And that is why we decided to set up the Hajj village. And so NDC is the government that will prevent discrimination against persons of the Islamic religion. People will be free to do what they have to do to show their identity as Muslims or Christians.
I was for Penny Kassiam telling Ghana Mampanita Yera John Mahama. Ya wonu kransono okuta frankemu edema NDC amno konsa flag bearer abaya beto ya enche biada ebasui
ya to akase ebuasu ya de ni kiremu wansanfo froso dia running mate awu NDC amanyoko ni mo Professor Jena no poko ajeman anu waka kire Ghana for security edwana awu kumase wasantemantam no former president Yawoyin Franka adi ama NDC amanyoko no His Excellency John Dramani Muhammad wasiye na yeso we pani bia wo version kase da so kase pa de ma Ghana na wade sansem wagina tudwa enu adabra ne campaign to ne ni kiremu awo ketu adwom na wodu honum jai chese NDC supporters ne emadwedi for boje ne so sai azampa wam ba ko ne so won be break 8 ye de ye block 8 no chese France ya no wo de ma no ye beto ama chese enim kura senki ye kwoto ama MPP fo sei ya ho kire ne wo hia ne nkwakro ane ye ba be fam afia memu a won betina so akwa family and friends wam de akwa de to de bia friends no wam ye sinchen na akwa ye family and family chese wam nyinu obi ho kwaba ne pass project ya ye sane be ya nkrotoa ne nkropom ebetumi afa ne ntuma pade afira wamu krom achim se okọ bebi te se esi ormo a oho wife nyina abobo no kwa ne nyina ade kwa cemetery ho no ye gusu kota na so nti achim power po amantama forget it sanse sampuntu djuma ogusu awoye no anya de akwa bia so wo che obiem na no wo bu a kire se NDC amanyoko gina ho no adema empuntuo all sectors of Ghana's economy bra ye rajedi ma betena so nani kwan so kwotena se awodwene ho ena memesuku bekwade nie ena de akura na medi na sefo no wase enhyehyɛ pa NDC aba betena so a wade som Ghana fonti no saa ne omanyina akura ni kwan sa woda sa wodwene ho na nadeɛ ba ko no se ayire so a se December afi we ya bato no se e beto pa ba wie na pani a we referee awa isi ba ka kyerɛ Ghana fo ya kenkan mantem dunsia wɔ kuromase woni pa wodi enkonim no edi pa mbeto wa masum ebe ye yewura jedi ye tie sama Professor Jena no poko agimode atudwa
ya sede si aboye se ye ma yenso ye mu abusia sa de akoso cha na no na eba enye na eba na dise wonya party a odwen ma ho dise wonya party obu ema dise wonya president said we odwen kwa chire dise wonya president pastor o bi efua a ye friend say ye friend of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wodi ensuocha emanembo no ewiebo a emanen hye no monya baby ntuna enye na djuma onya baby nkoja ne ben enja no so na dwuni nyina na djuma na oye no so to say that na down for the office onu so koja ne ba o dey care no office no me so me office ni djom na me na ba we ye me den enti jesa yenya aban a ote ema yesu ote yase onim sayen so ebia eyeye anya chekwa ema ni yenya afaso ye de eden oba nya afaso de eden sama hu anya chekwa wona na ode dan mu eni be kwa kwahwe bosa ne ho te so ba yen ka ka bia ma no na anya de ne ye na ni bi kana na mo ho ne ba be jiskalo na ni ba ba de ba na mo mi amman so so sa ana enti na bo so mo kwa bo harbo eyezu eyeza enti ma se ya yensa en kanu no o na be de sa na me tuma ba a panko sa na obetu na obetu na ewie mu a eye wa tabo sa no bi be ba da na obetu ya
Ebusuani ekwati wani running mate wan this year manyoko no Professor Jenano Pokwajeman na no simpenifo se miko mankabi yemfa nkasem enti chairman adman this year manyoko asanteman tamandiu na nakwesi kasaye an wo buache sensi akra de dwedifo monhwe keti adwom ne fepa afo efa kasatem se watra modern wine na yese wo no wo mo hyabo a wo mu de so na MPP fo be hyabo bo ankese chese bo hye ne bi wa wo gina hodomo a wo se hwewiem agina ho a na ahwe one trip ebegu so na esie saafo no pa dia alakwatofo wo mo nka no kre entu wo show ba anyintum de biada December 7 general elections no kotoma NDC amanyoko no na nakwesi nsem ni
mo nka tro mo say odinfie mi so ne policy ade we the incompetent and not the dance of body ni ba mi omo di fie we keep central market place too omo tiri aye iti wo po bia odinfie mi saba be ye japade amomo alamu popia odi infie enweke enye bi emamo John Dramani Mahama ebesa be president John Dramani Mahama asatimai edana kumaso John Dramani Mahama obeye president imputu juma kesi odi ma asatino obesa ye biom yeka be afinie na ejogo ye de ehye eyezu obi a kanu kura ope the president dey yenze baya afi ana esuro ye de ehye ya papa regional minister eba haso obeye otumi ye eyezu ehwa ni wo se yora ba mo su temika kiki mo first year na mame na mi si gane mamu ye bisa se obese mo pose be bi asika kraro obese mamu no motumi esi ana what to do here now? I tell on the wife, but me and no pre. I'm so proud me carry that ever ha. You be some say they think I crash you on what they are free. Omati I am mamwana. It's the MPP came one. Yeah, my minimum what you go ha MPP abai okim one. Yeah, catch up say yes, Ramati, yes, Santa, yes, I am. You know about obey vice president. You know about obey vice president. John Dramani Mahama, every man.
Ania yokotie wani ya chama demandisi ya manyoko asante mantamo Andrew na nakwesi